All right, we're out here with our crashed Lamborghini Urus, however you want to pronounce it. Anyways, this is our project. You might have watched the first video where we basically announced and jumped this project off that we're gonna rebody a Tahoe chassis. We're gonna put it on an 18-inch long travel suspension system, some 40-inch wheels, twin turbo LS. So I think we're gonna make the world's first capable off-road
Lamborghini
Urus, and probably, questionably, based on the comments, the most reliable one.
Yes, very true.
So that's what we're getting into today. So we're gonna get the motor and tranny and stuff out. In the last video, if you haven't watched it, we got all the plumbing, wiring, interior, all those bits and pieces off of it. So we're gonna jump into this and get doing that right now.
See, underneath all of this madness,
there's a lot of wires there.
It looks like there's a lot going on, but it's pretty well engineered actually. There's like, you know, a couple of connectors, a couple of fluid lines, and it should just come straight out. We're gonna take this Urus, put it on the lift, and we're gonna pull the engine, the driveline out of it. We're gonna continue dismantling.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, that's cool.
There's the money right there.
Hey, guess what? More heat shields.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of heat shields.
They're all about the heat management.
That's small.
Is this
like
smaller than an
LS
LS? Yeah.
Big things are here.
They just look small in comparison to the car.
How cool is that?
That's a big transmission, man.
Yeah. What are these, like 8-speed, 10-speed or something like that?
So was this considered the
Social media.
transaxle
No.
or no?
No.
No?
No. This is just
It looks so cool. The
this is just a transmission with the forward drive. It's, you know what? I bet you're probably right. Look.
Yeah, it looks like a transaxle.
if there's a
It's like right
transaxle.
there. That's what I was.
Oh yeah, like the transfer case is built into the transmission.
That's
nuts.
so sick.
That's an expensive transmission.
Yeah.
What do you think that tranny's worth?
I saw a motor for sale once for 75K, so I'd say the tranny's at least 50.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
they're not paying 90 for this thing if it's not worth that money.
Now's the time to do downpipes.
We had the forks as wide as possible. Should be alright. As long as you can hook it down there, I don't know if it's possible.
Yeah, you could probably clamp the strap to the fork so it doesn't want to just slide on the forks. Yeah, that looks good.
Hey, we're off. You want to leave it there? Leave it there. Yeah. Move all the shit. Nicer than most.
It's like cozy in here.
The carpet under the
Like, I feel like home a little bit.
That's amazing.
Feel at home in the trans, eh? Weird.
That was weird, eh?
Look at being able to move these without like bending the shit.
There's Chop Shop vibes right now.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, holy spaghetti.
Oh yeah, this is legitimate Italian spaghetti.
Oh!
So, being that this is just strictly for fun, using used parts and leftover stuff that we have in the shop, we're also looking for some sponsors. So if you see this and you think you have something that you can want to or could contribute to the project, then hit us up at media@trickfactory.com. I mean, anything that you donate would obviously be appreciated. So, and if you just want to see it on it, because our intent with this thing is just to create a bunch of content, beat the hell out of it, have a bunch of fun with it. We're not taking it very seriously. It's just literally our shop's version of a pizza day. So that's kind of what we got going on. So again, it's just for fun.
Yep.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm using the crud buster, going over the seams, stripping all the seam sealer so we get access to the rivets that we got to drill out. A lot of seams, a lot of joints, just a lot of seam sealer as well. Making sure that, you know, I got everything, all the seams, nothing overlapping. I got to make sure of that, like, especially once you get into the firewall, there's multiple layers. It's pretty much the corner of the car. In here, for example, so you have, you know, the A-pillar sheet metal, you have your firewall, you have your apron, you have your lower A-pillar, and then all those have an inner structure layer as well. So I might have to remove those outer layers before I can even get access into the firewall.
Oh wow, okay.
So it's pretty fun so far.
Cool.
It's pretty crazy. We're on the right track.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big swap, man. Luckily these new cars though, a lot of it is rivet. It's all rivet bonded.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So these
wow.
rivets just drill out, whereas
older stuff.
older like regular cars, like it's all spot welds.
Splitting the car apart. We got all our new firewall and floor pan and frame rails ready to go now, so we're just starting to separate the two pieces. Currently just trying to figure out basically the way they would have put together this from the factory.
Oh, okay.
So we can deconstruct this thing backwards.
It's kind of like in elementary school, you know, you deconstruct the salamander or the frog.
Deconstruct? What kind of elementary school did you go to?
Oh, we're like cutting. You did pigs?
You cut them into pieces?
You find the heart, the lungs.
I know. What kind of school did you guys go
Like
to?
Yale in Abbotsford.
What the
It's an expensive school.
I thought it was the
30s?
Animal rights would like to speak to you.
They probably spoke to the school. They don't do it anymore.
So we're gonna have to expose this cosmetic panel and probably remove it, because this would have been the last piece to go on from the factory. And then it exposes all the actual structure of the car.
Okay.
Last in, first out. We're bringing the whole floor with me here. So that floor is going to slide out from the back.
You can see on your side it's a little tighter than my side.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could spread out the bottom and then pull this out the bottom.
Oh, man.
Another thing that we need help with from you guys is naming this thing. We've got a bunch of really good ones. So far, the top contender is Uraho.
Tahoe-Guinea.
Lamho. So if you got a good one, drop it in the comments, because whoever gets the big winner gets the big prize.
Yeah, the most liked comment gets the name, pretty much.
Right. So I don't know what the prize is going to be. Who knows?
A part of the car that we cut off.
Could be a logo, could be a t-shirt, hoodie. We have no idea. We'll figure that out, but I'm sure we got something for you. We got a lot of bits and pieces we can turn into all kinds of wild stuff, so maybe we'll do something cool for that. So if you want more information on this, I don't know if you're aware or not, we actually have our own podcast. It's Modified with Trick Factory Customs on Spotify. So we're gonna address a whole bunch of the questions and things that have been going on TikTok and Instagram. So have a listen to that. It's coming out next week. You'll get to see what we're actually gonna do to this thing, hear about it, and then we're gonna try to answer as many of those questions as we can. Okay, so in our next episode, the first thing that we're gonna do, well actually it's not the first thing we do, we're gonna step away from the Lamborghini stuff, and we're gonna start by putting a twin turbo kit in this and having some fun with it. And before we pull all the stuff off of it, we're gonna make sure we peel all the tires off and maybe do some four-wheel burnouts, and we might even break some stuff before we even get a chance to break some stuff.
So we're gonna hear some turbo noises.
If that makes sense.
Next video.
So, yeah, next video, we're for sure gonna hear turbo noises. So we're gonna get on that and get our turbo kit in it, and then after that, we'll start getting into suspension and hopefully start tearing the body off of this guy. So like and subscribe, listen to the podcast, because that's gonna give you a lot more insight to what we're actually doing. And yeah, follow along, it's gonna be fun.